Welcome back, hunters, and get ready, because today we are diving deep into the conceptual Episode 5 of Solo Leveling Season 3. If you thought the Jeju Island arc was the peak of intensity, you are in for a ride. Based on the manhwa's timeline, this episode covers one of the most terrifying and deeply personal moments for Sung Jin-Woo: the crisis at his sister's high school. Forget the Ant King for a second. What we're about to witness is the full, unfiltered rage of Ginwoo when his family is threatened. The episode kicks off in a state of absolute heart-pounding panic. We're thrown right into Jinna's high school, where a massive gate has not only appeared, but has instantly shattered into a full-blown dungeon break. And these aren't your run-of-the-mill goblins. We're talking high orcs intelligent, brutal monsters that immediately begin a merciless slaughter of students and teachers. The pacing here is designed to be suffocating, showing us the sheer hopelessness as the few low-ranking hunters on site are just completely overwhelmed. The focus then tightens on Jinna, trapped in a classroom with her friends. The entire scene shifts into a horror movie vibe as the orcs start sniffing out the students hiding under their desks, their heavy breathing echoing in the silent room. Just as an orc raises its massive axe to strike Jinna, three familiar shadows suddenly rise from her own. That's right, Jinwoo had secretly assigned high orc shadow soldiers as her bodyguards, preparing for this exact kind of nightmare. But even as strong as they are massively outnumbered, and their purpose becomes clear. They're just buying time. Now, where is Sung Jin-Woo during all this? He's miles away, in the middle of a completely different air rink raid with the Knights Guild. Suddenly, a system notification flashes. His shadow soldiers are taking damage. The realization hits him like a lightning bolt. His sister is in grave danger. This is a massive moment for his character. We see him abandon all professional protocols, all sense of duty to the guild, driven by pure primal protective instinct. He tries to use shadow exchange, but in a gut-wrenching twist, the skill is on cooldown. The tension skyrockets as Ginwoo realizes the only way to get there is to physically fly on his wyvern, Kaisel. Back at the school, the situation is critical. One by one, Ginwoo's shadow guardians are being destroyed. The orc warlord, the boss of the dungeon, finally breaks through and grabs her. Just as all hope seems lost, the very air begins to crackle and shift. The mana density spikes to an impossible level. Jinwoo has arrived. He doesn't just enter the room, he explodes into it. The climax of this episode is a one-sided massacre, and it is glorious. This isn't the struggling E-rank hunter we once knew. This is an executioner. He commands his shadows to form a protective barrier around the surviving students while he systematically dismantles the entire orc army. The animation would be a blur of motion, focusing on the sheer speed and cold brutality of his dagger work. He finally confronts the boss, the orc warlord, who is trembling in absolute terror. But it's not just because of Jinwoo's strength. The warlord recognizes something else: the overwhelming energy of a monarch radiating from him. Jinwoo doesn't wait for an explanation. He obliterates the warlord with a single, devastating blow. And then silence, the threat is gone. The emotional weight of the moment finally lands as Ginwoo pulls his traumatized sister into a tight embrace. The episode would end on a lingering shot of his glowing purple eyes, a silent declaration that he is done playing by the rules of the Hunter Association, or anyone else. His family comes first, period. So that wraps up the incredible events of our conceptual Season 3, Episode 5. This was a pivotal moment, cementing Jinwoo not just as a national hero, but as an uncontrollable force of nature. This event is what sets the stage for the next major arc, the revisit to the Double Dungeon, where we finally start to get answers about the system and the mysterious architect. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to crush that like button and subscribe for more solo leveling updates and analysis. I have to ask, what do you think the system's true goal really is? Drop your theories in the comments below. Stay safe out there, hunters, and I'll see you in the next one.